What is up, guys? Okay, so it is the day before state titles and I've just finished work for the day. I am doing the same thing which I always do, which is a light movement session the day before the competition because I did not climb well after rest. Right, so I rested yesterday and the day before. Rested is like a loose word right here because I was coaching, so I pulled onto the wall a lot, and PT as well, quite physical, picking up weights, but I've rested as best as I can. We have a new set here at Urban which I filmed all the other day, but I'm not sure how the filming went. I haven't looked back at the footage. There was very loud music on at the time, so I have to mute that as well. So I might film again today. Yeah, still got music on, but not as bad music and not very loud. But yeah, I just want to feel good. I just want to feel confident and probably not more than 45 minutes on the wall. Very important that I warm up really well and stretch really well. Part of that, I just wanted to show you a quick band warm up that I do with a loop band. And then I also just want to show you at the end some really helpful things for me that I'm doing for my lat and chest mobility. So lately I've been getting very immobile, so overhead motion kind of like would catch at the end here, and it's like I found when I was like, okay, guys might not relate as much, but girls out there taking off my crop tops, you know, you get this motion and then like trying to get it off when it's a little too tight. I'm like, my shoulders are just like, and I'm like, that is not a healthy shoulder, you know. So I've been seeing my physio, and then I've just taken a few exercises from my physio and then a few exercises from me as a personal trainer, which I know is going to help release my chest and my lats so that I have complete overhead motion. But I'm going to take you guys through that at the end. I'll give you the test that you can see to test your overhead mobility, and then I'm going to give you 3 pectoral and 3 lat stretches, mobility exercises that you can do at the end of your session, just to make sure you get the most out of your performance every time. So let's jump into my quick loop band warm up. Tension on the band. time to get onto the wall. I'm actually feeling really strong, so I'm almost regretting starting climbing, because if this was the day of the comp after the rest, yeah, I don't usually feel this good after rest, but today, I don't know if it was like my warm-up or I feel really flowy, so I've just like walked that V4, which is probably a V5. I'm gonna do the other V4 now and see. I don't want to waste any skin, so yeah. See how I feel on this one. That one wasn't as good, I think, because I did it back to back. But as weird as it sounds, I'm pretty much going to walk away because I feel too good. I don't want to waste any energy. I'm just going to do the V5, 2 V5s and a V7, and I'm going to go into the lat and chest mobility. I don't want to risk this. You know, if you have one good day, you don't want to risk it. So see how easy I can do this 7, because the other day I flashed it with ease. So we'll see how it feels today. I think I'm putting too much mental pressure on myself though. So I did that terribly, so now I'm glad that I'm climbing so get the cobwebs out. That was like, coordination was all over the place. So yeah, maybe with the easier boulder it was just simple, but this is why I climbed today, so that harder boulders, my body is ready for the movement, because after not doing anything for 2 days you can lose that tension. To the B5 now. I didn't film or try the yellow one, but it's too bad for my skin. I can't waste skin on that horrendous jug. 5 and 7. Alright, this is it guys, last one. This is 45 minutes, so I'm going to give this one, the last hard boulder, full beans just to see how I go. And then done. This is a V7, but I've done it, I flashed it, I should be able to do it without pulling too hard. smooth. That was, I stuffed the beta, I got my feet too high and weird, but it was still like strong enough in the fingers to make a mistake and still pull it off, so I'm pretty happy with that. So that's it. Let's get on to our lat stretches and cool down. We are going to go through a lat mobility test, so you're going to need a wall. I'll show you what my legs look like in a minute, but basically on the wall you want your head in contact with the wall. You want to stop the back arch, so the pelvic tilt, so you're going to have to go into, like bring that belly button to the spine and keep your lower back onto the wall. From there, so lower back in contact, shoulders and head in contact with the wall. And I'll show you what my feet look in a minute. From there, it's just thumbs up and overhead. Feet are slightly walked out, head, shoulders. So thumbs up. I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. I'm almost stuck and I have to push it back. Through this motion, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. Here, it starts to get sticky. And I have to actually push instead of just lifting my arms. I then have to push my thumbs back. And I can get there, but you feel where it catches, yeah? So think about where it catches for you. And just make a mental note of that, because now we're going to go loosen them up. Alright, number one, you're going to need a bench or anything that you can rest your elbows on really, and a weight. Or you can use a stick with a disc weight on it, but I've got a 5 kg dumbbell here. So, on the bench, elbows are going on the bench. I'll just show you without the weight first. So elbows are going on. Basically, you're trying to get your head down. Your back is going to want to curve. So it's going to want to go into that pelvic tilt, just so you're not booty out. So stop that back arch, pop pelvis forward, under, keeping pelvis forward, and you're just going to hold that there but with the weight. So here's what it looks like. So really you want to hold that for about a minute. That's number one. Number two, passive hanging. Now we're always doing active hanging, which means hanging, engaging your scapula. So there's always tension through your lats. Don't do passive hanging before your session, save this for after. So by passive we mean just actually going really floppy and just hanging, and imagine like bringing your body down to the floor, like your body is, your feet are dropping down to the floor without touching the floor, but you're just so relaxed here that everything is, just imagine you've got a weight drawing you down to the floor. Now we want passive up here, but you don't want to swing, so you might need to be active from the hips down. When you're on the bar, to stop a swing, you might just have to go pop the pelvis up. You show me how to dare to love. Hold that for, let's say, between 30 to 60 seconds. So the last one I'm going to show you, of course there is more, you know, you've got child pose or just a straight wall, lat, overhead stretch, but I'm showing you some uncommon ones. The next one you can use rings or a TRX, and we're just basically going to lean back into it. So pulling it back, leaning over, and just really pulling back through until you feel your lats on stretch. Now if you twist one way or the other, you'll feel it shift even deeper to one lat. Right, so I've just done 3 stretches. Let's go check the overhead range of motion again. pretty much instantly fixed, so there's no catching there. I'll give you the same angle as before. So back, contact, head and contact. Pretty much no stick towards a little bit towards the end. Hardly anything on my right, that's really fast. My left, a little bit sticky right at the end, but not even close to before. But really instantly pretty much released through my lat. So if I'd held those stretches for a little bit longer, because I was demoing, I really only held 30 seconds. If I'd held them for a little bit longer, I'd probably be back to full mobility. Of course, the other thing that can stop that overhead motion is also your pecs. So this first one's gonna focus mostly on pec minor. So you're gonna need a foam roller and a pair of dumbbells. Doesn't matter what the dumbbells are, but I like to use a 5 kilo. Spine and head rested on the foam roller. Arms will go into like a W, and then you're just gonna rest the weights there, but then don't let your wrist curve up, so force the wrist back. Also going to do now some chest flies. Staying on the floor, we're going to go into a reverse crab plank, pushing up through the hips, pulling the shoulders back. So if that's not too painful, you want to hold that for like 30 to 60 seconds. And then one more, we're going back to the rings or TRX. Really simple. Just pull right through. You can change the angle as well to change the stretch. This is major mostly. Just once more, go check overhead on the wall. Anything. So there you go, they are some stretches and some mobility exercises that every climber should probably be doing and you're not doing, and they can instantly gain you some more overhead mobility if you're really struggling with that range of motion, which we all really need. It will help you with your posture, it will help you with your strength through your shoulders. Overall, your performance will be greatly better if your lats are completely mobile. That's it guys, thank you for watching. By the time I've edited this, the comp's probably over. So let's hope that I did well. Future Anna, see you in the next one.